Hi. Connecting across the veil is an ability that we all have because we are all souls temporarily in a human body. What is the fastest way to bring this instrument in tune to connect with those across the veil? It's by engendering feelings of gratitude, not just thinking about what you're grateful for, but really feeling it. Doing so on a regular basis lifts your vibration in ways that those in spirit say they can see. They can see it in your aura, and trust me, those you love who are trying to communicate with you can see it as well. That's why I am super excited to share with you a new addition to my Awakened Way app that will allow you to express your gratitude every day, multiple times a day, if you like. It's completely free, like my app always has been and always will be. It is my gift to you, this Awakened Way app. It's been great all along, but now it just got exponentially better. I want to thank my assistant, Meredith Ortiz Harris, for coming up with the idea of a gratitude journal in the Awakened Way app. And when shared with our app developer, my tech guru, Jayesh Mitha, he took it on and made it so much better than anything I could even envision. I'm just thrilled to share it with you. So I want to give you a run through of all the features. It's now available on the app. If you already have the Awakened Way app, all you have to do is close it out and update it, and it'll pop up on your menu. If you don't have the app, just go to the App Store on your smartphone and enter Awakened Way. And like I said, it's free. So thanks to Meredith, she created a little video, and I'll walk you through it together so you can see all the features. Like I said, I thought it was just going to be a way to express your gratitude once a day, but Jayesh has built in incentives and so much more than just a gratitude journal, that when I saw it listed as gratitude journal on the menu of the app, I said, no, it needs a different name. So we're calling it Gratitude Journal Plus. As you're about to see, it has features that go beyond just gratitude. So here we go. Let me pull up the video. This is what the app looks like when you first open it. Of course, the pictures are going to change daily. The original purpose of the app was to share the daily messages that I get from my guide Sanaya in spirit every day in meditation. And those are updated. And if you set notifications, your phone will announce when a new one is posted every morning. These are really great for reminding you of who you are, why we're here, and how connected we all are. The messages carry a vibration that helps your vibration just by reading them. By looking at it every day, that shows your commitment to remembering you're not only human. So up here on the menu, at the very top on the left, you have the 3 bars. That's the menu. You'll want to click there, and I'm going to start this video now and put my glasses on so I can see the run through. Okay, so you click those 3 buttons and up comes the menu. I'm going to pause for a second. If you haven't looked through the menu, you may be surprised at how much is already there. You know, we have the daily messages. It's updated with any events that I'm doing, any news that may be of interest to you. But I love the Ask for Guidance Now button. If you haven't tried that yet, the app will search over 6,000 messages that are already in there. And you ask Spirit to bring up just the message I need, and it will randomly pull up a message and show that there's very little in this world that is actually random. So I don't want to spend too much time on everything here. I want to get going farther down the menu, but check everything out along the way. And here we go. Right down here under the personal section, you have a place where you can keep your favorite messages every morning. But there it is, Gratitude Journal Plus. And you just click on that, and it opens up this first page. Actually, the first time you open it, I'm very, very pleased with this feature. I'll pull it up on mine. The first time you'll see a welcome page. I'm going down here to Gratitude Journal Plus, and you see a picture of me. Welcome to your gratitude journal. Let me read it to you all so you know what it's all about. Each day, record here something you're grateful for, or reflect on something good in your life, or both. We created this simple practice to help you notice more of what's uplifting, connect with the present moment, and raise your vibration. This is the important part here. Rest assured, your entries remain private and visible only to you. We can't even look at them, the developers, all right? So just know that this is for you and you alone, unless you want to show it to somebody, but it's going to stay personal on your phone. So you notice right away, we have a counter for how many days you've been doing the practice. This is Meredith's journal. So she already has 3 days going. So on the left, it shows how many times you've made an entry, how many days. And on the right, it keeps a record of your longest streak of recording gratitude. This is that incentive I was talking about. There's something in the human nature that wants to get a record going. So if you miss a day, that counter starts over and you go to see how far you can go without forgetting to use it. And then down below, it puts a check on the calendar for that date if you made an entry, so you can easily see that you're checking off the days in the calendar. I just love that. The next feature, which makes it more than a gratitude journal, is this incentive prompt here. Today, I'm grateful for, this is where we actually put the journal. I'll get to the next part in a second here. Let me get the video running. And when you click on that little box under today, I'm grateful for, your keyboard will pop up. And you can also use a microphone and use voice to text. I can see Meredith is typing here, I'm grateful for time spent with great friends. So that's her gratitude thing. And then you click Save Gratitude. Farther down, we have today's reflection. I love this part. I'm going to pause the video for a second here. This reflection each day changes. If you don't like the question, you can push that little refresh button, invite a new prompt. Isn't that cool? So I can't run through the prompts on this because this was a little pre-recorded demo, but it's really fun when you open it in your app to see what the different prompts are. And then you would type the answer to the prompt below. So you can see that just thinking about positive things, for example, this one, what abundance already exists? Who are you grateful for today? She's running through a few of these prompts. What reminded you that you are never alone? Isn't that cool? So it looks like she's going to answer that one right here. Signs, she writes. What reminded Meredith when she did this that she's never alone are signs from my spirit guide. Cool. And then she's going down here and clicks Save Reflection. And here is a little menu of any spirit signs you may have received that day. There are some very common signs, and there's a box for other where you can type in what other sign you might have seen from spirit today. And she's typing that she found a 4-leaf clover and attributed that to spirit. She'll go down here and save her reflections. And look at that beautiful affirmation that popped up. May you trust that love is walking beside you, and an affirmation for the day, which is going to change every day. I just love that. Thank you, JS, for designing this. So right away, your reflections from that day show up, and it's also showing up in a collection of any previous gratitude journal entries and reflections that you entered. So super, super inspiring here. Now, across the bottom of the gratitude journal at any time are 3 buttons. Okay, mine is covered up with the video player right now, but I'll open it up. The reflections on the left, blessings in the middle, and the garden on the right. We'll get to the garden, but right now Meredith has pressed the blessings button across the bottom, and this is what comes up. This beautiful blessings jar. What happens here is she's going to click this button that says shake the jar, and it's going to pull out one of the gratitude entries that you already made. So that's kind of fun to see what comes up in that moment for you. So let's keep going with the video and see the jar shake here. And there it goes. It just shook, and it wrote, earlier today you wrote time spent with friends. She doesn't have many entries, so it doesn't have a lot to pull from. But your book of blessings is formed from everything that you add day after day. Okay. And you can see that each day's entry has a different color, making them all stand out from each other. Now, if we hang in here a second, Meredith has just pressed the garden tab. And I love this because this is where you're incentivized to keep adding something every day. Because as you'll see, as she scrolls down, the more days you accumulate of this practice, you actually gain little icons that pop up in your garden. So the very first time that you make a gratitude entry, you're going to get a flower like you see here in the little garden. You can touch the flower, drag it around. You can touch a little palette and change the color of your flower, and you can gather more flowers as you go. There she's moving her little flower around. And then as you can see, after a few weeks, you get to add different items like ladybugs and trees, and your garden just keeps growing. I believe it grows for about 6 months before you start all over again. So that is a very quick run through of the new Gratitude Journal Plus addition to the Awaken Way app. I've started using it. I love it. It's up and running. We've tested it. And I'm sure, just knowing Jayesh, he's going to find even more refinements. But please download the Awaken Way app. There are no strings attached to it whatsoever. It's just our gift to you as a way of helping you feel a part of something so much greater than yourself, and knowing that gratitude brings you into coherence faster than anything else we can do. This is truly a gift you give yourself. Enjoy it.